The big fish must be eradicated, lest she unmask the New World Order's evil agenda. Mother of harlots and abominations, Barbara Terra Nova. The Dark Brotherhood, the bioweapon, has reached America's shores, perhaps having already unleashed a rapid viral agent upon the citizens. Now, the NWO will hold the country ransom, offering the vaccine in exchange for... You could chalk up 23 oil spills in the last 5 years to incompetence, sure. But I think you should open your minds to the idea that these were planned events. This could be the bioweapon's doing, sure. But first, perhaps I should consult my friend, a world-renowned expert on the subject of ancient giants. The bioweapon appears determined to disperse its infectious bodily fluids anywhere and everywhere.
I will not be ambushed. Shark?
You see a lighthouse. I see a monument to the engorged phallus of Osiris the sun god. What are these? My guess is powerful influencing machines, designed to make us hate America and love Indian food. The influencing machine is destroyed. Americans, freed from its spell, will forsake their palak paneer for good old-fashioned cheeseburgers. Judging by the behavior of wildlife in this area, the bioweapon is also spreading estrogen-mimicking endocrine disruptors. And we are underway. The shark is going to need a late surge to come out on top. Notice how she positions her fins at different angles, altering the flow of the water around her. I say the shark's poor technique is really limiting her swim speed. What a feat of fastness. Operation Garden Plot was just the beginning. The Rex 84 program is underway. The insectoids are rounding us up for their re-education camps. With their bitter feuds and quasi-legal get-rich-quick schemes set aside for now, the shark hunters get to work. I don't know about you, but I have a small saxitoxin-filled needle that I am prepared to use in case I'm captured for forced labor in the insectoid's copper mines.
I'm sure the shark's dead.
Clearly, the NWO sunk this ship for trying to deliver food, water, and medicine to imperiled patriots. Unlike some folks, I am not easily pacified by manufactured spectacles like senior professional golf tours. Atomic Energy Commission project, the Irradiated Electric Great White. To acquire this great white superpowers, you need a region steeped in high-energy radiation, such as the Van Allen radiation. Further evidence that this is not of this earth. A radio-equipped electrode implanted in the Great White's limbic system. An insectoid-designed stimulator.
Gotta be her.
The NWO death squads have made clear their intention to overthrow private property. Extrajudicial killings of all owners of homes with a second bathroom are right around the corner. Mark my words. Our Predator really should prioritize her oxygen intake. My inside source says they're going to shut down this broadcast under Executive Order 10995.
I see ya. Never mind. All I see is water.
Dead Horse Lake is part of a large open-field experiment, a dumping ground for estrogen mimickers to feminize the populace into watching Aubrey Dominique's makeup tutorials rather than Truth Quest. The hunt ends, but this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. More of these machines dispersing mental poison from hell, creating a lumpen mass of propaganda-drugged Americans who'd rather watch Aubrey Dominique take the Cocoa Bop Challenge than read the Constitution.
Wait.
Aha! Take that, Aubrey Dominique, you delusional insectoid pawn. So many sheeple going about their daily lives, ignorant that their minds are held captive by forces they don't know or understand. Love books, but don't love to read? Autolist.com has over 150,000 titles you can start listening to today. Like the NWO's hatred of free markets and affordable consumer goods has truly reached its apotheosis. Time is running out for our shark. Hunters are on the water bringing their explosives and poor impulse control with them. We are in a time of great tribulation, and the gates of your gated communities will not save you. This is just the beginning. Next comes the countrywide search and seizure of our weapons, gold stores, and freeze-dried beef stroganoff. The insectoids have worked hard to ensure that they and their conspirators continue to occupy Port Clovis's positions of power, such as Planning Commission Director Steve Traeger. Intimidated by the shark's fierce love of country and implacable devotion to the ideals of liberty, the bioweapon flees to open waters.
It could be anywhere.
The world is bracing for hyperinflation. You can't afford to risk your family's financial future on the volatile cowrie shell market. That's why smart investors are betting big on cattle. For over 10,000 years, cattle have been the enduring currency the world relies on, and you can rely on cash cow. Shells will leave you all wet. Invest in cattle and get moving in the right direction. It appears that the bioweapon is not only carrying a viral agent, but the HPV vaccine as well. The beast of the bottomless pit, Moloch. everything is energy, even physical matter. So maybe, if we all focus our minds on the destruction of this unholy weapon, it will happen. Insectoid interlopers. Like heroic Neo, the shark has freed us from the Matrix. Now, we can unplug from the metal coils that once enslaved us, leave our mechanical caves, and greet this new dawn of truth. It's been 90 days since my last Truth Quest broadcast. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering where I've been. Well, for the past year or so, I've been partaking daily of ayahuasca. In fact, the very concept of Truth Quest came to me during a powerful vision. It was during my last vidcast that I experienced what my wife described as a psychotic break. The next day, she and my son Steven staged a family intervention. Well, I'm happy to report that since then, I've filed for divorce. Now I have time to dedicate myself to my true calling. Questers, we know that reality is just a mirage. Somewhere through the crack between time and space, great cosmic truths remain, still awaiting discovery. These are the obscure and unmarked points along the road of our Truth Quest.